Yeah.
I love that pause. Okay. Treasurer's report. Oh, she's ready. Let me check.
Okay, I think you all got, they better, does everybody have one? Okay, the checking account balance as of July 31st, 2021 is $10,046.74. Our income was 28 cents for interest. Yay. Well, yeah, right. Our expenses were $1,799.94, which was the cost for 8 state officers and 17 chapter delegates to attend the virtual international convention. $33 for stamps and $10 for the Colorado Secretary of State annual filing fee. The business market rate savings account balance is $25,214.83. The business market savings and disaster fund balance is $4,927.57. And our business checking with the fundraising balance is $2,075 and a penny. And so far this biennium, our chapters have donated $825 to Hope House, our state altruistic project. I have a copy of one. Oh, you didn't get it. I got lots of them.
I think you would. I have, they have the agenda. Okay. Now, do I have to approve this?
You do. You need a motion and
May I have a motion to approve the treasurer's report from the officers? Any officers?
so moved. I second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor of accepting it?
So just point of clarification from your parliamentarian.
That's what I've got.
Because it's being recorded and the secretary is not here, if, when you get a motion in a second, if you could just restate who you got it from, so the recording hears that.
Okay, so I got a motion from Phyllis and a second from Joy. And all in favor of accepting the treasurer's report? And it was all.
Say aye or raise your hand.
Just raise your hand.
Raise your hand.
Thank you.
Madam President,
Yes.
I have a question on that, because in September, we are collecting for the Hope House.
Message from Robbie, are you?
Sorry.
I sent it to
So the
you.
state gets we totals in the state, and then I write a check to the Hope House.
Okay, so I make it out to just Delta Cafe. Right, okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Is there any correspondence? I know Miss Joy has correspondence.
Last night I got a text from Kitty Nutting that she had a note she wanted me to pick up this morning. So we have a note from Kitty. Says, "My dear sisters, what a surprise to learn that you were paying for my international convention registration. Thank you so much. You will never know how much you have meant to me over the years. Your support has been phenomenal. Much love, Kitty Nutting, International Vice President, Southwest Region." And I have had a chance to be in touch with Kitty quite a bit lately. Her husband was hospitalized and is now out of the hospital at home. And she's still dealing with her own chemo treatments. So she's been through an awful lot lately. And I bet a card or two would cheer her up, just saying, thinking of you. So
It's a lot.
you want to pass that around if you want to see it.
Any more correspondence? Do we have any officer reports? Membership?
Yes, I do. One moment, please. There we go. All right. Folks on Zoom, can you see that? Give me a thumbs up. Awesome. So my membership report begins like this. I created a new theme for the year. And if you see the handout that I shared today, I checked with Karen and Joy and we kind of put our heads together of kind of what we were thinking, and I settled on renewing. And if you look at that handout, renewing means an instance of resuming an activity or a state after an interruption. I thought that that was a very fitting theme for us to set goals this year for our membership drive. So I want to report that there's been a 100% return of CNAs, even though we changed the due date from being due actually this month. We moved it up to May and June. It was due by the end of June, and we got 100% Colorado return. What we found out from that is that we still have challenges with programming and with recruitment, of course, that it was a challenging year to do that. I want you to pass on to your membership folks if there's any changes in those people, if you would notify me, but I'm assuming that they're going to continue on for that second year, that they will continue to gather membership and do those duties as their role would be, as well as doing anything about any request from international that comes my way that needs their feedback. Because of the Zoom, I can tell you that all chapters met. They met quite frequently, and our state average for attendance was in the high 60s. So that's a great report of engagement across our state. Congratulations to the following chapters: Eta, Xi, Alpha Iota, Alpha Delta, Alpha Gamma, and Alpha Omicron, for doing their membership efforts. They either recruited a new member or they reinstated members, and we rocked it. If you were at the International Convention, we rocked it so much that we got a special shout out from the International Vice President for Membership. We were featured as positive growth from the past biennium, and I am very proud to say that we rocked it. Other duties that I have been engaged in is I had a major part on the committee for the symposium for the last biennium, and we made history with over 78 sessions over 5 days. We had the 5th day to the next second week. And with that, we had engagement of sessions that had attendance over 1,500 people viewing sessions. That still continues. If you didn't see the email that just came out, the folks are now have access on the international website. Once you sign in, everybody should have access to those sessions now, whether you attended or not. You can go and view those recorded sessions and see what we're talking about. I would encourage you, especially chapters who are challenged with programming, to view one that fits the needs of your chapter. That's the neat thing about this being a virtual symposium, is if you have a chapter of practicing educators, and a whole lot of them, there are sessions on that. If you have a chapter that's primarily retired and they have an interest on the best barbecue in Texas, I viewed that one.
I did too.
She was pretty darn good and lots of good insight. So you can fit something that fits your need, and that could easily be your program for the month, is viewing some of those sessions. Remember, I'm here to support you in all sorts of ways. If you need ideas for meetings or you want to invite me, I will drive, because things are open up and I'm vaccinated. I'm happy to join you. I can do a meeting with leadership. I offer that during CNA feedback, and I also can come to your regular meeting and partake in your meeting. If you have a special program, I would love to attend those also. If you need me to present on something, I'm happy to do that for you. I'm happy to sit and brainstorm and help you recruit. In my roles with the association, I know lots of folks around the state. I can connect you with leadership in the local district currently, most likely with a couple of phone calls and emails, and we can get in there and help you recruit. I can help you in any way that you're struggling. If I can't do it, I have lots of sisters who will help direct us to get you that help. Know that I am able to drive or able to Zoom in anytime you're doing a Zoom. And I would love to do that. So thanks for listening. That's my membership report for today.
Any other reports, policies and procedures, or world understanding?
Policies and procedures, I reworked the policy concerning the past president liaison. Good job. She's good. For the things that we discussed at the last meeting, the only real changes in it was under the policy, number 1, the liaison is elected by the past state presidents, which we just took determined last time. And that they will be a member of the Scholarship Advisory Committee. That's really the only changes from what it had been before. But that's what it looks like. If someone wants to make a change, that's fine.
Thank you.
I also will add them to the policy that concerns the Scholarship Advisory Committee. I would have in the past state president's liaison.
Any word of understanding? Well, since we had a vote in June, word of understanding, the project was chosen to cheer, CHEAR, that was making a children's home with education and agriculture reality intensive. I think I pronounced it. We had a hard time with that. It was selected. We also, as a state in Southwest region, participated in a project that was proposed from the Southwest regarding the DD program in the Four Corners area, the Navajo Indian Reservation, and the water project there. Other than that, I guess I have anything else.
Very good. Any other reports, or if not, is there any old business? It's been so long since we met, I think it's just bygone. It has. Okay. Under new business, the new chapter. I thought I printed it. Probably didn't bring it. She's been working on the chartering and have been organizing the team. This is from Jeannie. And dates to avoid are the 4th through the 6th of September, and not the 9th and 10th of October. They're hoping to be able to charter it in the end of September. Well, yeah, the new one.
So what, I missed the first part, I'm sorry. Those dates that you mentioned are to avoid for what?
She said, and been organizing a team to work on this. And you probably can tell us more
I
about
don't
it.
know what the dates to avoid portion was because.
I got
Yeah,
that from
Yeah,
Jeannie.
Jeannie is, out of state at the moment, but, we have 16 members. And that includes Dana. She is one of the ladies who is going to be part of that chapter. But we have 15 new potential sisters. They have all been voted upon by the committee and approved by international at this point. So now we simply have to get into the process of getting them what they need to become chartered. And it sounds like it would be fairly easy, but working with them, and they're, for the majority, they're all practicing educators. It's a little bit like herding cats, though. You know, everybody, Pueblo has 2 different school districts, and some of these teachers are teaching in Florence. So, you know, trying to get everybody with dates when they can come. We have not yet had a Zoom meeting where we've had all of them there. But, you know, we're working on it. It is getting closer. And when Jeannie gets back from vacation, I'm sure she will get more information.
What she sent me is I'm excited to share the new chapter will be chartered in Colorado soon. Currently, we're looking at the dates in September and October. The only dates that I have eliminated are the 9th and 10th of October and the Labor Day weekend. If any of you are interested in attending, I will keep you informed of our progress and invite you to be part of the chartering team if you would be interested in traveling to Colorado this fall. And she sent this out to Kitty and to Betty Jo and to Molly and to Anne Marie and all. So it would be great to have a lot of people represented down there.
Well, we're working hard to try and to not just take the organizational part of this to get them started, but to sort of keep going with the care and the feeding, you know, that they're going to need this first year. We are planning for Founders Day to invite them as guests of the other chapters in our area, so that they can simply come and see what we do and don't have to worry about paying for the meal. Which I don't really think is a huge worry for some, but maybe an issue for some others. And you know, we're just going to try and do what we can to make this go. When I joined Colorado Alpha Delta Kappa, there were 3 chapters for Pueblo. So to be down to 1 has been kind of sobering. And they've been struggling a little bit with that 1 chapter, not with membership so much. But, you know, I don't know, there's something about finding the chapter that fits. And so I think that's been a little bit of what's been going on.
So which one's still there?
Alpha Iota.
And also, if you need donations, it was in the newsletter and chatter that, you know. Yes, thank you, Sandra, for donating.
Sandra brought me the Alpha Delta Kappa symbol, that heavy one that is going to account for my, you know, weight exercise for the day as I carry it.
Actually, should I have carried around myself?
I'm telling you, we were hardier in those days, weren't we?
So, yeah, we are getting some of those things taken care of, but we also would appreciate, you know, some of the other things that go with having your chapter and so you know chapters in your area that is expanded, and that stuff is sitting in a box somewhere would be nice for somebody to be able to use it.
I know the Pueblo chapter, not Pueblo, I'm sorry, Boulder chapter that disbanded years ago said they had interest. And I don't know, I suggested they send it to the state, and they did. Who knows where it is?
A little bit like that last scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Does any chapter have a good solution to keeping your stuff?
I mean, Mary Grimm had our stuff.
And then she died, and of course, the kids, I don't know whether she had them. Then we passed a lot of things on to the next president, and she didn't look in them, so she doesn't know where they are. And then that stuff was passed on to Sue Flora, but now she's not able to be at her house. So, does everybody just give it to the president, and then it just goes, and you just pray that it'll. That's what I do, I just pray that it'll show up.
We had 2 huge boxes of history and stuff. And so at one point, we decided to give the books to the members and the president at the time, rather than us trying to store all of that.
Yes, well, I have one for our chapter. I'm talking about the symbol, all that kind of stuff.
And I'm just saying, I got more than that. Carolyn's gonna get it soon. She's on camera. She's gonna laugh at me.
This was what it's supposed to.
She's like, where am I gonna put this? She's giggling. We see you up on screen, sweet sister.
Oh, we have a rite of passage with our president on the.
Yes,
the new office.
we're on the countdown.
The boxes.
The infamous boxes.
Come to my trunk.
Are loaded in her car.
Yes.
Let's go.
There you go. a
He's on
delivery.
the president. She will take it.
How many times? I went over there and you remember to give it to me.
All right, now we're getting into some
Chapter drama now.
That was my solution, but there you go. Also, Founder's Day, thanks to Peggy, she's already got this organized for them.
was on it, they contacted the Calvary Baptist Church
It's the
last
second.
year.
Yeah.
Second Saturday. Oh, good, we picked it. We have ours too. Southern Colorado has chosen October 9th,
Oh, that's our.
2021, in Pueblo at the clubhouse at Elmwood, located at 3900 Thatcher Avenue. And we have the venue from 10 to 2,
That's for,
Southern Colorado.
I'm part of Alpha Gamma, and so that is the date of our Founder's Day.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Change the date.
I'm not sure that our date is going to be able to change.
I don't know, I don't know.
Nothing has gone out yet, so I don't know.
What date did you say?
It
October
depends
9th.
on
I knew it was the second Saturday. That's right.
Right, and we'll have to look into that. It's looking like the cost will be $15 per person.
It'll be less, but we're not getting as much food either because no one
caters now, right now. So
So
we're getting their box breakfast. And then we'll have choices from them.
And Alpha Beta is gonna
Send
send
out
out
those
those
invitations
invitations
as soon as we get you in.
Right, we're getting,
Is
is anyone here from Tide? Okay, I just wanted to find out, I have a question.
Darla is my best contact when I'm trying to reach Darla Butler.
Darla Butler, she's the one that has the internet, the president doesn't have.
She is the president now.
Oh, is she?
Darla's the president of INA.
Well, I have her down. but-
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And is this the Calvary Baptist on, East Gerard?
It's, Monaco and Hampton.
Yeah, 6500 East Gerard, yeah. We've been there before.
Yes.
So,
Could I talk with you after the meeting?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I have to get some information.
What about the north? Are they having anything?
The North only has 2 chapters, and one of the chapters doesn't like the other chapter.
Okay, maybe not.
So Alpha Lambda is last year and this year are doing our own thing, and we're working on things for the people in our chapter who are teaching and need help in their classrooms.
Oh, that's nice.
Very good.
It's not that they don't like
each other, they just don't want to travel to come together for a founders.
Well, that's been part of it, yeah. But we've invited them and they didn't want to come.
When will yours be?
Well, you're all likable people, so I don't understand that. It'll be the, I don't think I've got the schedule here. It'll be the last Monday in October. And I will send that, our schedule out to you, because we do have it done.
It would be the 25th,
That sounds right.
October 25th. Okay. Now, the state convention is going to be held the 22nd through the 24th, 2022 at the Marriott Denver West.
You might want to say the month.
April 22nd through the 24th. The main thing will be on the 23rd. And Denver West Marriott's right off I-70 and Denver West Boulevard. So it's easy to get to, and that's where we had it scheduled for 2 years ago, and of course, they canceled it, but they just moved everything. So Joy doesn't get to pick where she wants it.
Well, can I speak to that? I was gonna say, more than not being able to pick, it would be my chapter's responsibility to help out a lot with that. Well, we're not geographically close to the location, so we're going to lean on as many metro chapters that are in the vicinity to help, particularly
Sigh. And it's
because
in
they
city.
were scheduled to do it last
Yeah.
year and didn't have to. So my chapter will do as much as they can from afar, and we'll have volunteers there to help, but we're gonna really need help from SI as well.
Especially, for registration
And one thing I might mention as well is I started looking into locations to hold the board meeting on Friday night. And finding a restaurant that has meeting space is a very difficult thing. Like, I sent an email out to the Ranch Restaurant, and they said, well, we're open on Friday, but we don't have a meeting room. So I don't know this from
I
afar.
would suggest that Denny's off Sixth and Union has a big room. It's really a nice room.
I was gonna check that Mexican restaurant and I don't know if it's open in, Denver West off of Colorado Mills.
Oh,
South of the border. Because I looked at the Google map for all the restaurants that
yeah,
were.
I don't know if it does or not. I haven't been in there recently.
We
There's
had one and it was Mimi's, but Mimi's is no longer Mimi's.
All right, someone on Zoom wants to add. Let me turn you up. Hold on.
Hi, Sherry.
There's all kinds of restaurants by Denver West. Olive Garden, I go there all the time. It's all up and down Colfax. There's a lot.
It's just whether or not they have a meeting room.
Well, that Olive Garden's a big one. It's really big.
So that would be a consideration too.
I went to a wedding shower there. They have a huge back room. But anyway, that's my 2 cents.
Thanks, Sherry. That was gonna be one of my next connections.
We have a once a month brunch.
Yeah.
Thing. It was last week.
And they have a room where we could
Last
conduct a
week, my
meeting.
husband, yeah.
They actually have a room where we could conduct a meeting.
I would have to ask. I could ask Bill. My husband was there last Sunday, but I don't know.
Yeah, we noticed you up there. But you were on your way back, we know.
I was doing my job as a grandma, taking my granddaughter to the convention.
Oh, very good.
So anyway, because we had Mimi's set up and it's closed, that is a need that we have right now, is to set up that venue for that Friday night.
Yeah.
So that,
There's also a restaurant in the chat at the Marriott Hotel.
Yeah,
Well, that's where we're at.
but I don't know if they have a big enough area to,
Well, usually you have two different meetings. You've got the meeting for the officers and then the meeting for the presidents of the chapters. President council, so you have two separate meetings going on.
That's right.
well, and, you know, I'm just going by what Jeannie did in Colorado Springs, where she just had it at the Mexican restaurant and everybody was there, and then the new members on Sunday, the old members and the incoming board and advisory county, that's what I did.
so that's what we need to take care of, because, and I just think it's important that everybody be aware of the fact that, like Alpha Lambda, not geographically being closed,
No,
is going to need help. So that's just. and
I'm
that's
just
what
gonna
we're
bring
gonna
that
do
up
as well,
tomorrow
yeah.
at size meeting. Was going to say,
Okay,
okay,
so Sean be thrilled and happy to help, I'm sure.
since you've already done it, you know, already planned for it.
Well, that was so long ago, I'm sure we've all
I
forgotten.
don't think so, I got down everything.
It's
Mhm.
2 years ago now already.
Well, Karen has all the notes. and
She's
got
got
all
it in
the
writing.
names.
She showed her. Let it be known.
I have some copies of that in my briefcase, yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay, also, is there, I know that new chapter, that new is no longer, are there any members? Judy Ganser sent me a Golden Sister certificate for Peggy Jessen, Jesson. I mean, she's in Sun City, Arizona, no mail. And Carol Graham's called because she wasn't gonna make the meeting because she had knee surgery.
I called her last night and, she's run into, they're checking for some other things, so she's still in the hospital as of last night.
But she was able to look up in her directory that she had when she was president, and she was with chapter new. But I don't know what to do with this certificate. If there's somebody from that chapter, I'd be happy to send it to them. But I couldn't find any information, and I'm sure that's why Judy Ganser sent it to me, because she's a Colorado sister, but
no phone number listed.
no address, just Sun City, Arizona. I could just send it. General delivery. You find her.
It'll come back.
No, don't send it to Betty Jo.
Yeah, there you go. You're good.
Pretty good. She might just do that.
Got a new
Because-
challenge for you, Betty Jo.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if she would even recognize this or what, or do I send it to the archives? Well, I don't know what, I'll just pass it on.
I would ask Betty Jo, legitimately.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I may, I didn't even think of that. At first, I didn't even know.
Where was the new chapter? Is that the one that was at Sterling?
Sterling.
Yeah.
Oh, my
goodness.
Well, I don't think there's any.
I never even, I mean, it was long gone before I got in.
Yeah, because they were one of the first ones that quit.
Were they, yeah, that's been a long time ago.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
Although Becky and I made 2 trips out there trying to keep them
Oh,
going.
I went out there too, but that was a long time ago. I remember Alta Kirshner.
Alta Kirshner was
Yeah.
kind of the glue that.
And once she
Yeah,
died,
and,
then it just kind of
yeah.
evaporated.
Hermelsheimer,
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
Reese
Yeah.
Hermelsheimer.
She's still a sustaining member.
Is she?
Yes, she is.
Well, then she might be one to contact.
Reese Hermelsheimer.
Oh,
The sustaining member, Reese, she's in Pete's. She lives in Pete's,
Right.
Colorado.
Oh, she did, yeah.
Well, no, as of 2 years,
Yeah,
well,
I've got the address.
Yeah,
I
she's
didn't
got
bring
the
that
address.
with me today.
Oh, well, you can get it to me. I mean, I've had this for
Yeah,
3, 4 weeks and I tried to find, and I
she's
looked
the
up everywhere.
only one that wanted to keep it going.
Yeah. We have 2 sustaining members that pay their dues. One's in Canyon City and then Reese.
Do you remember the spelling of her last name?
Slowly, I'm typing.
H-E.
Pretty much zero.
Hermelsteiner.
I'm not a time lady, I'm typing.
I don't know.
I should have it in my book.
It's just like it sounds, I think. I had a student when that name was. Herboldsheimmer.
E-I what? M-E-R.
M-E-R.
That would be really hard if you.
Herboldsheimmer.
You'll have to write that down for me.
It's in the directory.
It's in the directory.
Well, yeah,
She's a
because
sustaining
And
member.
her phone number, I would do it before you mail it, 970-334-2364. Reese, R-E-C-E. Herboldsheim.
It's kind of like it sounds.
You just never know whether it's upper or they know how to find
She
it.
was actually related to the student I had a while.
Okay.
I mean, she wasn't, but her cousin was.
So that's taken care of. Oh, I got a text wanting to know if we wanted a state table for boutiques at the regional, Northwest, Southwest Regional in Hawaii. I don't know.
Who's gonna transport boutique items to Hawaii?
Especially with the way you have to pay us. You have to ship it first.
And I just wanted to bring that up. Also, I'm gonna backtrack and I want it in the minutes that the board did approve the new chapter. We voted
Oh,
on it.
okay. I'm still thinking NU new. I'm going, what did we have to approve?
Was,
Yeah, we're having trouble with NEW and NU.
NEW chapter was approved by the state board.
Okay. Let
So
the minutes
that's
reflect
just
that.
another record,
Yeah, absolutely.
so it's in the minutes, and, is there any other discussion? Oh, you got this.
Yeah. So, Karen did well to surround herself with great help. I would like to surround myself with great help in the new biennium. So in April, we have to install a new slate of officers for the executive board and for advisory council. So that involves 3 pages basically of volunteers. So if anybody is willing to help out or wants to serve in a specific capacity, you guys are the first ones who have first choice at expressing your interest in something. So I have this nice little stretchy pen here on this board, and I'm whatever you want to call
No,
it.
it's, I can't see. There are circles.
And one thing I have to say about serving on the board, which I've done for a while now, is that this has been my favorite way to get to know sisters across the state. And it's just so awesome. And I think Zoom has really helped too, to put faces to names on a regular basis. So I just hope people will jump on the trail and join me in this journey.
Do we have that back?
Yeah.
I was really gonna talk to you personally, Sandra.
Guess what?
Once you've learned how to do it.
Do we have
really
that sign up back when she gets done?
I'll just write her name down.
Yeah, please do, Sarah. And
I'm gonna learn to say no one of these days.
no,
Not yet.
I was on bended knee begging her.
Easier. The second time around, trust me.
You know, let me tell you, president-elect and president and immediate past state president is a 6-year commitment. So I don't think there's anything wrong with asking the treasurer to go
So moved.
4 to 6.
Keep the gang together.
Yeah. It's sounding like you don't have much.
Sandra,
choice.
No,
am I writing your name down, honey?
yes, you are. Just write it down for her.
Okay, I'll write it
In a
down.
court of law, that probably won't stand up to examination.
No.
But in this,
You got me in trouble.
2 years you can learn it.
Oh, I also want to make a comment that when I was my chapter president, we really modified programming. So that was the first time we went to a brewery for a program. And so you never know what you're going to get when you sign on with me.
that solves our location issue.
Any brewery.
Carolyn, can you please write that down?
What brewery? We can go.
We did the New Belgian brewery and we did a tour of the New Belgian brewery.
Yeah.
The tasting room is kind of fun.
Well, yeah, I think so. We've got several breweries.
We sure do.
And distilleries in
We
Colorado
sure
Springs.
do. That solves it.
Just schedule a tour there and find a meeting place in the tasting room and you're good to go.
If they have a slide, Joy will be there for sure.
Tasting come first?
No, it's well, you get to
After
taste
the
the
business.
process, but you can taste all through the tour.
You did do that.
I did
remember
do
that. I
That was all my
supervised.
ideas. And it was funny because we could justify it because CSU had just opened their fermentation science program. So it was a legitimate educational endeavor. Now, I think, was it CSU or maybe it was CU? They've got the cannabis science program. But I promise I won't propose that for a meeting.
I think CSU.
Yeah, I think it is.
I have in my head.
But there's a lot of products that come out in town as well.
Yeah, the CBD.
Besides pot.
Madam President,
Yes.
I would like to apologize to Sandra for what I've been teasing her about, but I will say that she's done a great job as being
Yes.
treasurer, which makes you.
That's right.
Well, thank
Yeah.
you. All because.
Next biennium though, you will be a past president. So next biennium, so treasurer will be easier.
Oh, yeah.
Plus you know what you're doing, no learning curve.
Plus I still put down that I'd be on the budget and audit committee.
She's your husband.
She was kind of easy on budget because when I did this 30 years ago, oh my gosh, I was not looking forward to having her come to my house and tear me apart.
At least you found her house. It took me forever to find it.
Yeah, she was terrified, just like, well, you're doing fine.
Yeah, you're pretty scary though.
Oh, that's another thing. My historian has resigned, so I don't have one. So if anybody would like to take it up for the, her husband isn't doing well, and so she just resigned.
So are they doing that all online now, or are they doing it in a, when I was his state historian, we did microfiche or something, I don't know, something.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I don't know.
what they're doing?
She was supposed to take pictures and I have no idea. I know Karen Lohman had done it 2 years before, and she was really good, but
Maybe you
she's
should
teaching.
ask Karen if she could finish up this biennium.
I could.
That might be a good place to start at least.
And she could say no.
All she can say is no.
Right,
That's
but
right.
she
So
has
this
a
is
skill
another-
set, she knows what it involves as well.
Yeah, and of course, there's not a lot. I mean, she's taken pictures when I've come and
Screens. Oh.
present, well.
Smile, sister.
She did take pictures when we came up here and presented checks to OPEC, so.
Don't forget you.
Yeah, Sophie.
Sophie.
Did the screenshot.
It's so easy to forget. I had in a box all supplies and had a whole food thing. We didn't think about it until they were already boxed, and then we took the pictures, so.
Molly, did you read the chat box?
She's on.
You're muted.
I'm reading it right now. I'm responding.
Can I jot your name in there?
That's what I said. Molly, can we sign you up?
Not for
I'd love to
membership.
pass on membership to you.
I would be terrible at that.
No, you would not.
You're gonna
Alright.
do it, okay?
I responded.
Staying on the board.
Okay.
What position would you like, Miss Molly?
She wants to be board as secretary, she says.
That's only if
So put
nobody else
Molly's
wants it.
name on secretary for her.
That's if nobody else wants it. It might be a challenge though, being so far away. That's gonna be the tricky part.
It's not gonna be a challenge. We will figure it out.
Might be good in Zoom meeting with people. I don't know.
Yes, membership would be great on Zoom. I've done it all year. Okay, but we have you down for secretary.
Unless she quickly changes her mind.
Are we talking about candidate qualifications? It's a really great job because it automatically means that no one can drag you into an office. Okay, so right there.
Sherry, can you turn on your camera? Joy wants to talk to you. Sherry, there she comes.
Let's see. There we go.
Sherry, I keep seeing you at conferences and conventions and you pop up on Zoom all the time. You need to be on my board. How would you like to sign up? Membership is great. You get to know all the chapters really well.
What does she say about it? So you're.
Well, Phyllis is gonna be on the board too, and she can train how to.
What
do
do you-
that membership job. Very
What-
easy.
Uh-oh, what position?
Vice president or membership.
Oh, okay, you might have said that, but there's like an echo. So what does that involve?
So, I was new to the position, first Colorado to the position, and, you work with the regional membership person, which happens to be Jeannie. Could I have it any easier, right? She's fabulous. And it involves, Zoom meetings with her, and then you roll out any information to the membership point of contacts. And then once a year, you have to do a collection of the chapter needs assessment that International pushes to them. You collect that and you send in your report to Jeannie.
Oh, okay, that probably wouldn't be too bad.
I heard the.
I heard
okay.
You're welcome.
Productive.
Sherry's one of the people that I interact with frequently when we all get together in one place, so I appreciate that, Sherry.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay. Is there any other discussion or
Who didn't sign up in the room? Because we'll revisit you too.
I already know what I have to do. I'm gonna sign your name, Jane.
Hey, kudos to Sarah Hellman who wrote her name down twice.
Karen, did you get all that on the screen? I'll get all those who are on the screen.
Oh, Joy, I put down for, dependent scholarship and professional scholarship. But if Beth doesn't want to sign up or somebody else want to sign up for chaplain or thought of the day person, or I don't know really what, after convention, I listened to all those, but I haven't figured out whether we're still having a chaplain.
We do still have a chaplain, but we're really, and it's weird because when I opened Beth's email, I was a little concerned. We're really steering towards thought for the day rather than prayers or Bible verse type things, so.
But anyway, if you don't get anybody for chaplain, I will do that.
Thank you.
Put her down for several.
For what?
Several.
So now her name is on the list.
Nothing with computers, so.
You're doing
Unless I
well.
just come stay with Joy and.
Well, she may have me there too.
Well, we'll just have a little party.
Oh.
Is Sharon inside? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, she is.
Did you have a question? Someone said Phyllis?
Oh, you're.
No, Lane's gonna come stay with you.
Yeah, because I don't have any skills on computers, so if I have to do something.
I
on
will come to
computers-
you.
Oh, well, there you
I'll
go.
come to you. I'm vaccinated, so I can be a geek on the road.
How about
Okay.
if I just send all this stuff and you just do it?
Boy, did you back out of that.
I said help, not do.
Is there a difference?
I don't think there's a difference at all.
Let me Google.
Okay, if there's no other discussion, we'll do Lamp of ADK and then we can go on a tour. Okay, oh, that means.
Are we allowed to sing without masks?
I have a long arm.
I can't, I'm not gonna do it. I gotta hold on to the table.
Okay, we'll pretend.
Okay, you do it.
Somebody else has to start. Don't look at me.
Alpha Delta Kappa, we pledge our loyalty to sisters who are always true, will ever faithful be. The sacred lamp of learning upon our altar stands. Its radiant glow will e'er bestow a light to all the land.
Oh, that's so much better than Zoom.
Yes.
Opens her mouth, Joe.
Sisters, thank you so much for zooming in. I'm gonna turn the recording off. We're headed to our tour. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye, Carolyn. We miss you.
Well, you sit down.
Look at all, there's the other corner off.